Hi, I'm Miss Teresa and welcome back to Make It Monday. Today we're going to create this beautiful centerpiece for your Thanksgiving table. So if you're ready, let's get started. Alright guys, so we're back. We have our pumpkins. We did paint them. Um, so there's 4 of them I painted. I didn't know how big I wanted it. I think I'm only going to go to 3, which means I don't need this extra pumpkin, okay? I have the 3 pumpkins. Remember they started off looking like this. We just paint them to give them some dimension. You don't have to if you don't want to. You could leave them just plain, okay? So we do have the foam pack. You don't need all these. You will just need one. So I have one foam. Now the original post, and honestly I don't remember who it is. I might have said it earlier. She did a terracotta pot. I could not find a terracotta pot, so I do have a vase. So I'm going to see how far my foam will go in here. So if I needed to cut it down, I could cut it down. But it fits flush with my vase, so I'm not going to cut it down, okay? So I don't want anybody to see my green foam. So normally I would put some filler in there, but I didn't have any. I don't know what happened to it. So I have some fabric, and I'm just going to stuff this down in here and go all the way around it. And I'm going to continue on until it gets full, okay? Okay guys, so we're back. I did add the fabric all in my vase because I really don't want you to see that block, okay? Now remember we did have the dowel rod. I broke this in half because I'm only going to need half. I don't want it too tall, but I am going to push this all the way into the foam. And you want it the height of like 3 pumpkins because that's how our thing's going to do. A little bit more. Okay, so that's the way it looks. A lot of this you're gonna not really be able to see, but we're gonna try our best, okay? Because I may have to move the camera. So you're gonna stick the dowel rod straight through the pumpkin, and then you can tilt it so it doesn't have to be flat like this. It could be tilted like this and offset. But my bottom one I definitely want flat, so I'm going to go as close to the middle as possible. And what I'm going to have to do is get the scissors and poke a little hole to begin with, so that way the dowel rod will be able to slide through without much difficulty. And then we're going to come out through the top. Watch your fingers. Whoa, and there went the top of the pumpkin. So it's just like that, okay? Now we're going to, don't know what that was. So it looks just like that. Now we're going to continue to build, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, so we're going to continue to push our pumpkins onto the skewer. I do want this one angled a little bit, so I'm going to go in through this way. And then so this is the top, goes all the way down. So what we're going to do is we're going to fill in the gaps with this. So let me bring you back down. There we go. So I'm going to start down here. Now I have some picks, and I have some leaves, and I have some flowers, okay? So it's however you want to do it. So you can decide however you want. If you want a garland on there, if you want the garland around the bottom, however you want to do it, okay? So I do have my hot glue gun, and I think we're just going to take some of this and start putting it around. The thing with the picks is that it's nice. You could just poke them straight into the pumpkin without having to use the hot glue gun. And don't forget to remember to put some into your bottom of your vase or your terracotta pot, because you also want to give it dimension that way as well, okay? So we'll continue with this and we'll be right back. Okay, so we're back. This is my centerpiece. This is all the stem and leaves that I wanted to put on, and flowers. So the last thing I'm going to do is add a bow right around the base. So let's get started with that. I got this ribbon at the Dollar Tree. It is a wired ribbon, and I don't have that much of it left. So I'm going to measure around here. So it's going to take that much to go around. So we're going to cut that off. And then we'll make a bow out of the rest. So we're just going to start looping it back on itself. I think that's about it. So we're going to get a bow like that. Very hard to cut with one hand. Alright. Gather it in the middle. Take this extra piece. Put it through there. And then we're just going to tie it off. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a pipe cleaner and tie it off. That way this can be a little strand from there. So give me one moment. I'll be right back. Alright. So we're going to take the ribbon and we're going to glue it around. And I'm not actually gluing it on the vase. I'm gluing it down here. Let's move this down. I'm gluing it down here on top of the ribbon itself, okay? Go. And then we're going to take the bow. I did use the pipe cleaner. And we're just going to put it right here. Slide behind the bow and behind the ribbon. Here we go. Alright, there you go. And that is your Thanksgiving centerpiece. Enjoy. Thank you again for joining us for this edition of Make It Monday at the Box Springs Library. I hope you enjoyed making your Thanksgiving centerpiece. Remember to like, share, comment. We love seeing your creations. And until next time, bye.